Hey now, it's the Rob alongside my broadcast colleague.
Hey, it's Eric Cornish from 99.5 WKDQ. It's another edition of the Enhancement Talent. Thanks for joining us.
This episode, we're going to talk about the state of wrestling and stuff that happened on Raw this week. And I had a way I wanted to start the conversation, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to start by saying you were certainly right about something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know where you're going here.
You, a few weeks ago, I believe it was shortly after WrestleMania, it was when we had Walton here, I believe, you asked me if I thought Daniel Bryan was going to be booked properly in his first title run, or his first run with the title, and I said, there's no way they're going to screw this up. It's going to be just fine. Give it some time to work everything out, and he's going to be picture perfect. And you said, you don't know. You were a little concerned that he might be booked improperly. And I want to say that in this particular case, you were most certainly right.
Well, I thank you for that. And unfortunately, I don't think that it's all booking, but I do think that Daniel Bryan has, from what I understand, suffered a legit neck injury. And I might not be as serious as they make it out, but I'm not locking the booking at all.
Well, no, I actually do blame it on the booking, and I'll explain why very quickly. The first thing is that I don't think Kane was the good first opponent for him, the first big feud after WrestleMania. That's the first thing. The second thing is I was expecting it to maybe be blown off after Extreme Rules. That didn't happen. They continued it with Kane. I thought that was a terrible decision. So then all of a sudden now we've got the neck injury, and I know you have to book around that. But coming out and really just saying you're a big sissy is not the best way to do it. Yeah. And if you're trying to book this, a smaller guy as a strong, heroic kind of leader, have him come out and say, hey, I can't take care of my business, I can't take care of my girlfriend, I get beat up all the time. Basically, I'm a big sissy is the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't like that at all. It even caught me by surprise. I was bored by his promo and had to go, wait, did he just...
Did
you say he's having neck surgery?
It didn't hit me until they were talking about on the commentary that what had just happened. Yeah. So I just want to say, in this particular instance, you were most certainly right. His booking has been terrible since you won the title.
I'm not always right, but I did see this one coming, and I'm not happy with it. And hopefully he's okay, he progresses, and we'll see what happens. The thing that stood out to me in Raw, believe it or not, the Divas. When I thought back on the moment, now it was not the Natalya feud. No, that one's just weird in itself, especially if you are watching Total Divas. But I'm talking about Alicia Fox, who has had no bearing on any storylines in, well, ever. She throws this fit after her match and made me care.
Well, a lot of people seem to agree with you on this. To me, it came off very forced and goofy. But you're right, I cared about it, which is a good thing. I couldn't tell if she was trying to be cute with the hat or if she was trying to bully JBL. I'm not sure JBL knew. I had no idea what she was really trying to accomplish. It was a weird tantrum, but a memorable one.
I think it was twofold. It was one, they told her, go out there and after your match throw a fit. She, never having to make a decision on her own.
What's a fit?
Was like, okay, let's try this. But it worked for me. And I don't know if they're tying her in with some of these other, disgruntled wrestlers that are out there right now, like Damian Sandow and like the Dolph Zigglers and whatever. But wherever it's going, hey, I at least remembered it. So that's good too.
And then another thing that people are talking about, or at least has been compelling to me, is this Adam Rose character. And I'm dying to know what Eric thinks about Adam Rose.
I still think it's a cool character. It'll get over, especially in England this week. Being that he's British and this whole gimmick, it'll get over there. Will it translate back in the States? I don't know. Maybe for a little while, but I still see him going the route of Santino before the end of the year.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think it can last very long and still be good and be taken seriously. But for the time being, we're a week or two into this thing, at least being on Raw. I'm not offended by it yet.
No, I like the character, and I like Santino, so I'm not hating on Santino. It just you know his role, and he knows his role.
Right.
But hey, you can at least look at it this way: if you were Santino and you were in TNA, you could be the world champion.
That's very, very true. So
congratulations, Eric Young, by the way.
That's all my thoughts from the last week in wrestling.
Yeah, there you go. And coming up in part 2, we answer one of your emails right here on the Enhancement Talent.